Hey gang, it's Folk Friday. How you doing? I'm here in Virginia at my favorite place in the world besides the stage, Panera. Let me know if the audio is coming through okay. And let's celebrate the new release today. It's Folk Friday release day. My Wish Was You is out now on all the things. So that's pretty cool. What's up, Sherry, on Instagram? And howdy, folks, on YouTube. We got Jill and Farah here. And we got Becca and Reese over on TikTok. What's up, gang? My name's Eli Lev. I'm originally from Silver Spring, Maryland, and I'm a full-time independent musician doing the thing. You're listening to my music right now. It's called Dancing on the Lawn. Can you guys hear the Dancing on the Lawn in the background? Awesome. Great. Thanks, Megan. Good to see you. Amazing Grooves. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is called Folk Friday, where I share some music. We get to hang and bring in the weekends together. So shout out to Samantha and everyone here on all the things. Sherry says this song hit me in the heart. Yes, My Wish Was You is out. I think it's a fantastic heartstring song too. We will listen to it very soon, but I wanted to share a little bit of the story behind the song as well, just so you get the whole scoop on where it was written, how it was written, and why it was written too. So yeah, if you're tuning in, just say hey. What's up, Scotty? And we are getting roses and likes over here on TikTok, so come say hey, give a like, and share this live stream with a friend or on socials if you'd like. We're gonna be hanging out, so yeah, let me know that you're here. Lavender's here. What's up, Amy? And Nicole's here as well. Awesome, gang. I'm doing like a little kind of mini weekend tour where I just kind of go to random places on these like short weekend trips. So right now I'm traveling from Maryland down to here in Roanoke, Virginia. And yesterday I got to do a hike and a run in the forest. And yeah, I always forget how amazing nature is. I guess in Japan they have an idea of taking a forest bath. I don't know if you've heard about this, where you literally go into a forest and like the trees and the leaves kind of like wash you, cleanse you, right? And that's exactly what happened. I took like a forest bath, if you will, and just forget about it. Like here I am, I'm in Panera, with buildings and roads and highways and people and cars and um, it's a vibe. There's conveniences and which is great, but you know it's just a whole nother world in nature. It's wild. So yeah, yesterday I took a little forest bath, and it was really special. It was just me on the trail, and no one else was really around. Got to just kind of hang out with the flowers and the trees. What's up, Ibo? Ibo, and hey there, Megan and Farah and Louis and Amy. Amy just got done baking cucumber bread. That sounds delicious, Amy. What are you up to today? Let me know. Um, Today I did a little hike and a jog in that same kind of forest, and I'm wondering if you have like a favorite spot, like a favorite nature spot near you that you kind of go to just kind of hang out and connect with yourself, connect with the natural world. Is it like, do you have like a park near you, or do you have like a trail? Maybe you have like a walking loop that you like to do. Let me know in the chat if you have like just like your favorite kind of spots, like your favorite nature spot or somewhere outside. Maybe it's your deck or a patio. I would love to hear from you. So put that in the chat, and let's keep on rocking with some tunes while you're at it. Ooh, all right. What's up, Becky? Good to see you. Ferris says the forests whisper wise words. Ooh, I love that. The forest whisper wise words if you listen closely. That's very, very true. Hey there, Amy. What's up, Taza? And we're hanging out here. My name's Eli Lev. I'm a full-time independent musician on tour, and this is called my Folk Friday live stream. We kind of connect and get ready for the weekend. All right. So Megan's nature is relaxing at home. Megan, I totally feel that. Sometimes that's our safe space. So I get that as well. Amy says the woods is really peaceful. Yes, it can be. You know, it can be, depending on the weather, it can be, but it sure is like that. Nicole agrees. She's heard this forest bath expression where people go into the bamboo forests. Yes, exactly. Lavender, you should definitely find one. Yeah, there are all sorts of like spots. I'm on the road a lot. I tour pretty much consistently all throughout the year. And I'm always like sensing, like smelling out these like spots. Sometimes it's a disc golf course. Sometimes it's a lake. Sometimes it's a park. Sometimes it's just like a rest stop. Many times it is Walmart. I would admit that I do like to frequent Walmart parking lots. So yeah. Oh, Sherry's here. Sherry says her favorite spot is the rooftop pool with a view of the city and the beautiful breeze. That sounds amazing. I just like got a feeling of that spot. Sherry, thank you for sharing. Sherry's going to Maine. Oh, that's cool. Heck yeah, very excited. Ready for your trip. Nicole says there are 5 different parks and hiking trails within walking distance. Oh, that's fantastic. Nicole's got her roots down. And Regis Ann enjoys the Knoxville Urban Wilderness. Wow, okay. Yeah, these like wilderness areas are really cool because there's like 2 or 3 trails going through them. And then, finding like some like secret spots along the way is pretty good. Okay, Jill likes Castle Island by the water. And your foot is healed. Amazing, Jill. Oh, that's good news. Well done. All right, and let's see. We've got fairly okay. Ferris spent a lot of time in those wise forests as a CO. Yeah, it's like kind of like your job to be in the forest, which is cool. That'd be a cool job. Okay, Amy's here. Okay, hello, Amy. And howdy, Judy Holly. So good to see you. Judy goes up to the Horsetooth Reservoir in the foothills. That's really cool. Skyline Drive, gorgeous. Yep. You can park and hike if you want to. Yep, Skyline Drive is beautiful. What's up, Uncle Joe? And Rudy Bucks is here. That's my cuz. What's up, cuz? Good to see you, Bob. And we're rocking out on Folk Friday. We're sharing our favorite nature spots. Yesterday I went on a forest bath, and I literally had a forest bath too. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you my tour shower routine. Usually I have a Planet Fitness membership. And with the Planet Fitness membership, there's Planet Fitnesses everywhere. You can park in the parking lot. You can go in, you can work out, take a shower. There's massage chairs. It's fantastic on tour. But I don't always have the Planet Fitness membership. So sometimes I have to get a little bit of creative on tour. What's up, Justini? Kaibato, Arizona in the house. Yat, hey, welcome. So what I do is I take a gallon jug of water and I find somewhere in nature and I use half of it to I use like a third of it to kind of like do a rinse, soap up. It's kind of like a military shower. And then I use the next 2/3 of it to kind of totally rinse off. I've got a little towel that I take out there with me. And that is my literal forest bath. I wear sandals. I find like a nice spot so like my feet doesn't get like dirty or anything, and it's really fun. And that's what I do on tour to keep myself clean and fresh when I don't have the Planet Fitness membership. Sometimes I'm really lucky and people host me, which is really cool. So tonight I'll be in Roanoke, Virginia. I'm performing at a place called Third Street Coffee House. And it's an original audience. They like original music. So usually I'll get a host or something with that, but not always. So there it is. There's my forest bath story. And Lavender asks, have you been to Love's? Yes, Love's is great. Love's is good. Showers are expensive, though. I'll tell you what, those truck stops, if you're part of like a trucking company, you can get them pretty discounted. But if you're just like a regular person going in for a shower at a truck stop, it's like $20. $20 a shower. So, yeah, I try and keep things reasonable on tour. Y'all, welcome to Folk Friday. Yes, Sherry, naked. That's how I take my showers, without clothes on. Anija is here on Instagram. Welcome to Folk Friday, everyone. And we're live on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. What's up, Uncle? And we're celebrating because we have a brand new song out. It's called My Wish Was You. And I'm getting a lot of amazing feedback for this song. So thanks to everybody for giving me to listen, for adding it to your playlists, for sharing it, for streaming it overnight. What's up, Matt Grooves? Good to see you. Welcome to Folk Friday. And this is where you can listen to the song. It is rocking. It's called My Wish Was You. It's out on all the things. If you click that link, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. And on that page, you can scroll down and click on Spotify or Apple Music or Bandcamp or YouTube. And you can also join the Levitators there and learn more about my upcoming album, Past Lives. It's coming, y'all. The album is coming. So let's listen to the brand new song. It's been out 2 days. And there's quite the story behind it. So I'll tell you a little bit about how the song was written. And we'll give it a listen. Martha May, what's up? Good to see you. Happy Folk Friday. Martha May says, loving My Wish Was You. Thank you so much. Lita is here as well. Hey, gang. My name is Eli Lev. I'm a full-time independent musician, and this is Folk Fridays. This is my live stream that I do every Friday, and we're having a good old time. We're talking about the new release called My Wish Was You, and thanks to everybody for listening and streaming it. It really means a lot to me, and I'd love to tell you the story about it as well. Okay. All right. So here is My Wish Was You. Let me see if I can bring up the album art. Yeah, here it is. Amazing Grooves, what's up? Broke Royals in the house. It's Folk Friday. Welcome, gang. We're hanging out, talking about music and life. And my new release, My Wish Was You, is out now. So you can listen to it. And this is the album art. The album art is essentially um, my great aunt Evelyn and her husband. And they look so sweet. They're holding hands, and it is love. And it's a really wonderful, wonderful photo. What's up, Danielle? Good to see you. So, oh, Cindy KB, what's up? Great to see you. Hi, Christian. And I like the light and shadow too. So the background was actually made with AI, which is kind of cool. So it's like the past, present, and future all together. And you've got the AI background, you got the name, you got the title of the song, and this photo there. So here it is. My Wish Was You. And before I play the song, I'm going to tell you the story behind My Wish Was You. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Debbie says, great new song. Woohoo! Jill says the cover is amazing. Thank you, gang. Hey there, Norma. Welcome to Folk Friday. So I go to these 10-day meditation retreats every year. They are silent meditation retreats. And I just got a text from my mom that is actually my Aunt Jessie May and her husband Dwight. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. My mom is still schooling me about my own history. I appreciate that. That's why we're doing past lives, so I can learn this stuff. Thanks, Mom. Jessie May and Dwight. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Megan. I really appreciate you. You're awesome. And love the cover photography. Thanks, Nicole. So, correction. Thank you, Mom. My mom tunes into all of my live streams to make sure that I'm saying the correct things. And I do wish her well now. I think she's feeling a little under the weather, so hope she's getting better. I'll send some love to her. All right. So I go to these 10-day silent meditation retreats every year. And I usually go in December. And they are this one is in Massachusetts, in Shelburne Falls. And it's called Vipassana meditation. So Vipassana meditation is essentially seeing the world as it is, as it actually is, not trying to change it, not trying to transcend it, not trying to go in the past or the future, but just being in the present moment. So I have been doing these retreats every year for the last 7 years, maybe even more, if you can believe that. And I always go in December because it's like the end of the year. It's like, winter time. I can kind of go inward. And before this particular retreat, a relationship that I had been in for 4 or 5 years had come to an end. So you can imagine when, you're with somebody for that long, there's essentially like a space that you make for them in your body, in your heart, in your mind, and in your soul. So going to this 10-day silent meditation retreat, that space was empty. And I couldn't talk to anybody about it. It was essentially I had to go way inside and heal and fill in those spaces on my own. It was really intense. It was a really intense 10-day experience. And, what's up, Hermit Woods? Yes, we're about to play it in just a moment. Thanks for being here. So I'm at this 10-day silent meditation retreat, coming out of a 5-year relationship, and just by myself, like in my insides. And it is terrifying to be on your own silent. That's why we don't do it. That's why we're not on our own. That's why we try and do everything else to distract ourselves from ourselves. Wind Dancer, what's up? Great to see you. Hey, glad you're here. So here I am, and I was waiting for like weeks to get into this retreat, to be by myself, to be away from everything, and just go inward. And then on about day 7 or day 8, I was like kind of going crazy because I just wanted to get out of this space, and it was difficult. It was healing, but it was like a very difficult time to work through all those emotions. So there's this trail on the in the meditation retreat. Men and women are separate. So men are, walking this trail, beautiful trail. It's in the forest. Talking about forest baths, right? And it was a beautiful day. Sun was out. I was walking this trail. No one else was around, and there was this bench by this stream. So I sat on the bench by the stream, and I thought to myself, I just, did some breathing and kind of hung out a little bit. And then I thought to myself, before I was here, I wanted to be here. And then now that I am at the retreat, I want to be outside of the retreat. And that's kind of weird. Our mind plays tricks on us. So I just got this epiphany that what if I wished for the present? What if instead of wishing for something in the future to happen that isn't happening, what if I just wished for the actual moment? So I did. So I sat on this bench, I closed my eyes, and I wished to myself, I wish I was on a bench by a stream on a beautiful day in nature in Massachusetts, and I wish I was at peace. And I opened my eyes, and my wish came true. Pretty wild. At the time, it was like totally mind-blowing to me. Whoa, I just wished for the present. That's fascinating. So then I realized I had to do that same technique with the relationship that had just come to an end. So I sat on the bench, I closed my eyes, and I wished for everything that had happened in this relationship. And this is what came out.
I wish I'd meet a pretty girl on Instagram. She'd like my band and say that she was a singer just like me. She'd have 2 tickets to a show, ask me to come, and I'd go, and we'd sing every song line by line. I wish my wish came true. I wish that I would find you. She'd live on a farm in the countryside with a big old barn and horses to ride. Paradise with a front porch swing. Her mom and dad would be my best friends. We'd laugh all day and at the end kiss goodnight and start it all again. I wish my wish came true. I wish that I would find you. Every day I would learn a little more about you. Every day you would let me in a little more. I wish that we would start a band, go to Nashville in a van, and make our music with the stars. We'd hit the charts in the UK, tour without a place to stay, meet our favorite folks along the way. I wish my wish came true. I wish that I would find you. I wish my wish came true. Every night I would hold you just a little closer. Every night you would kiss me sleep. I see a shooting star in the night sky. Close my eyes and start to cry as I realize the truth. I met you many years ago. We made a life and played the shows, and then we had to let it go. I guess sometimes wishes do come true. It's hard to recognize them when they do. I guess my wish came true, and I'm happy that my wish was you.
And there it is. That is the story of My Wish Was You. And you can hear it on all the platforms now. So it began as a meditation on this silent meditation retreat. And it really helped me not wish for the past, not wish for the future, but be grateful for the moment that was presenting itself in that moment as it is. So yeah, thank you for all the wonderful messages that are coming in. Elias says, beautiful, happy, sad, healing. That's exactly it. And Lavender, thank you. Yeah, the instrumentation is all acoustic guitar and string instrument. So what an amazing journey. Thanks, Louis. Matt, appreciate you. Matt says, great song. Nathan says, a beautiful song. Fantastic. So thank you, Nicole. Chef's kiss. It's beautiful. Thanks, gang. So My Wish Was You is out on all the things. You can listen to it, add to your playlist. Thanks for all the support. That means a lot, and I'm getting a lot of great feedback from folks. So thank you for that. Oh, I appreciate it, Sherry. Hermit Wood says, love it. Oh, y'all are amazing. Thank you. I have a question here from Anna on TikTok that I'd love to answer. And Anna says, if you could give advice for those pursuing music, what would you say? I have some things to say about that, Anna. Because today is the 8-year anniversary. I created Eli Lev Music LLC 8 years ago today. So pretty wild to think that I've been doing this music thing for 8 years as an independent artist. I think Past Lives is also going to be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9th release. My 9th album I'll be releasing. I'm in the middle of it right now. So if I could give any advice for those pursuing music, I would say actually very similar to the lesson that I learned from My Wish Was You, is that every moment or every stage of that journey with music is something to be cherished, something to really enjoy and feel like you're fully present in. So, for example, as a beginning musician, I was doing open mics, I was going to farmers markets, I was playing any gigs that I could. And at the time, I was like, oh man, I wish I was on bigger stages and I wish more people were listening and all this. But now, 7 or 8 years later, those moments were so sweet. Connecting with the music community, playing for kids and their families at farmers markets. Those are the moments that I look back and I cherish, actually. It's like, oh, those are so sweet. I loved the open mics and I love sharing my songs and learning about myself. And then, year 2, year 3, those were like my first bigger shows. Played 930 Club in DC. Um, um, I played Jam and Java in Virginia. I played Pearl Street Warehouse in DC. So it's getting bigger gigs. But I was the opening act. So I would open for other artists. And at the time, I was like, oh man, I wish I could be the main act. And I wish like people would be coming to see me. And I wish I wasn't the opener. But now I look back to those moments and they were wonderful. As the opener, there's no pressure. It's like I get to come late. I am done with the show early, and then I just get to enjoy the music. So it's fascinating, right? So now I am the headliner. I am playing bigger shows. And instead of being like, oh, I should be selling out stadiums, or, oh, I wish this or I wish that, like, I'm just really, really present to what's here right now. So that would be my advice for those pursuing music, is that every step of the way is a very special stage. So, you'll have big bands talk about this too, where like, oh, those first shows that we were doing around town, that was like the best, or I remember playing my neighborhood pub and that was like, no shows can beat that. So I hope that answers your question, Anna, that wherever you're at is exactly where you are, and that's something to be enjoyed and really cherished, and it'll just keep revealing itself as it goes. Sherry says building blocks. That's exactly it. Shout out to my buddy Nathan Paul Music. Good to see you. Happy Folk Friday. And my buddy Nathan says, seeing you at these smaller brewery shows are so impactful. It really led to a closer connection. Yes, it absolutely did. Yeah, I remember some of those brewery shows, there's one, I don't know, like not that many people were listening or something, and you two were there and just like gave me all of your attention, my VIPs, and then then they started listening. So it's cool. Nicole says, advice for amateur songwriters who need a way to re-energize and get inspired back into songwriting. Hey, I'm right there with you, Nicole. I always need to get re-energized and inspired sometimes to get into songwriting. So what I do is I like to create seasons for myself. So instead of like feeling down on myself, like, oh, I didn't write a song today or I didn't write a song this week, I will block out times for myself to go on these little mini retreats. They could be for a day or 2 days or 3 days or for a week, where it's just like, all I'm going to be doing is songwriting and getting into it. So that's how I would recommend blocking yourself off a half a day or a whole day if you can, to just be with yourself and your instruments. Put away the computer, put away the phone, don't check emails. Just really be with your own space and like having fun with instruments. Usually what happens is in about an hour or two, I get into it, all my instruments are around and things start kind of coming up. So that would be my advice to you, Nicole. And that is advice that I take myself. So happy Folk Friday, everybody. We're celebrating release day for My Wish Was You. Thanks for listening. Shout out to Lavender and Anita, Jill, who is such an amazing independent music fan. You're the best, Jill. Appreciate you. Eli says, Eli, can we stream your show tonight? Ooh, that's a good question. Let me check. Sometimes they do. I'm going to go to 3rd Street Coffee House on Facebook. And they are on Facebook. I see the show post. Randolph Thomas is opening at 7:30, and I'm playing at 8:30. Let's check together. So it looks like you can. Yeah, look at that. So last week they had a live show. So if you want to tune in tonight, I will put the live stream link in Folk Friday. Yep, and they will be sharing this live tonight. That's awesome. So It's called Third Street Coffee House. And here is the link to tune in live tonight. Good call, LI. So yeah, you can check out the live show tonight. If you do come on live tonight at 7:30 Eastern, say a bunch of comments, like the photo, like the video, share it if you can, and we'll get some folks to enjoy the live stream. Yeah. Anna's back. Anna, I hope you heard my answer to your question. That was a great question. Let me know if you did. Yes, that's exciting. And thank you, LI. You can tune in to my show live tonight from Third Street Coffee House at Roanoke, Virginia, starting at 7:30 Eastern. Yeah. Once they put up the live too, I will try and share that on my Facebook. So it'll be a little easier for you too. Oh, you got it, Anna. And feel free to connect with me on TikTok. Send me a message. Let's follow each other. I'm here to support you as well. Yeah, it's always easier together. Cool, gang. Well, let's do one more song before we wrap up today for Folk Friday. Shout out to Harmony on TikTok. Thanks to Anna. Thank you to everyone for your questions. And let's hear the song that came out a few weeks ago. This one's called Where We Come From. And this is about my ancestry and literally where we come from. And I'll talk about this, and I'm sure my mom will text me if I get something wrong too. So that's good. So let's see if we can do Where We Come From. This is also a brand new song out from my album Past Lives. And I got some big news for y'all coming next week. Get ready. Something big is coming. Something exciting is coming next week. And you will get a chance to participate in this journey. I can't say too much about it, but I'm really excited. Next week is a big moment in the Past Lives journey. Here is Where We Come From. Let's do it.
I took my backpack off coming home from class, opened up my homework. I had to ask my mom and dad where we come from. They sat me down and smiled at me, took out some old photos to let them breathe, and said, this is who we are and all we've done. It's the story of where we come from. My mom said, son, we come from a long line of workers. Most folks never heard of us, but that don't make us any less. We spun the cotton that most people wore. We built bridges after the war. Life back then was a lot more work than fun. Yeah, and that's where we come working in the heat of a southern sun, we had to sweat to live. That's where we come from. My dad listened closely to my mom's reply, then took my hand and looked into my eyes and said, son, now let me tell you about my side. He said, we come from a long line of survivors. We escaped the fires, but they're still burning around the world. We made the shoes that most people wore. We built a city from a hardware store. Life back then was always on the run. Yeah, and that's where we come from. Daughter's eyes when she asks the same to me. I'll tell her about our family I'll say we come from a long line of workers. Most folks never heard of us, but that don't make us any less. We spun the cotton that most people wore. We built the bridges after the war. Life back then was a lot more work than fun. Yeah, we come from survivors. We escaped the fires. They're still burning around the world. Oh, we made the shoes that most people wore. We built the city from a hardware store. Life back then was on the run. Hey, that, my love, is where we come.
Slubbers, and it makes it into a ball about that big around of cotton. Not yarn. It's not yarn yet. It's just cotton.
All right, that was my Uncle Ben talking about the cotton mills. I guess my family worked in the Piedmont, South Carolina cotton mill for 4 generations. 4 generations. My mom will let me know if that's correct. And that's my Uncle Ben at the end talking about the different rooms and how cotton is made into yarn. So pretty cool. Oh, thanks, Linda. I love the song too. Thank you, Judy. Okay, great, Lavender. Thank you. Thanks, Judy. Appreciate that. My producer Ben is here on Instagram, and he says, "Dude, I miss mixing that voice." That's awesome. Appreciate you, dude. I miss recording that voice with you. What's up, Leandro? And Aravipa Band is here too. What's up? So that was Where We Come From, and it is the second song off of my upcoming album, Past Lives. So now there are 3 songs out of Past Lives that are out, which is pretty cool. I like hearing Uncle Ben at the end too. So I like having that. There's my ancestors' voices that are woven throughout the album in these sound bites. So I'm very excited about it. Thanks for listening, gang. Thanks for being here, as always. And next week is some exciting news, some big stuff coming. So if you've been following me around for the last 8 years of my career as an independent musician, or maybe the last 5, or maybe the last 3, or maybe you just found me on social media, there's going to be very exciting news coming next week that you can be part of Past Lives. Sherry says, life back then was a lot more work than fun. That's a great line. I think so too. David says, shout out to Eli's parents. Yeah. Oh, hey, Janine. So good to see you. All right. What a great album this will be. Yes, I'm very excited, Louis. And thank you so much, Martha May. Tonight I'll be at 3rd Street Coffee House in Roanoke, Virginia, and you can tune in live, which is pretty cool. If you go to their Facebook page, it's called 3rd Street Coffee House. This is the event right here. So you can just click on interested if you want. And then they will have a live stream of the show, which would be great. So check it out. I'll be sharing the new songs. And this is where you can tune in. All right. Thank you, Megan. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Candy. And thank you for the gift, the heart, Janine. Oh, that means a lot. Appreciate you. And I'm looking forward to the past, present, and future coming together as well. 3 worlds. Woo! Thank you, Jill. And you can tune in tonight for the live stream at 7:30, 3rd Street Coffee House for the performance. Awesome, gang. Love you so much. Thank you, Ben. Love you, dude. Miss you. And thanks, Sherry. That was on my forest bath. Thanks, Joe, for tuning in. Thanks, Simone, for tuning in. And I'll see y'all next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Hope to see you tonight at 3rd Street Coffee House in person or virtually. It'll be in Roanoke, Virginia, but also live streamed online. Awesome. Thanks so much, gang. Thank you, Linda. Farrah, you rock. Appreciate y'all so much. Big love, gang. Big love, big love. Big love, big love. Woo. Thanks for listening to My Wish Was You. And I appreciate you hearing my story about it too. Bye, y'all.